the problem is if the weaknesses of the team are not being addressed and you're just basing it all around your strongest players, you need to have them mixing in as well and defending those guys as well. And there seems to be a bit of a rift there. And the fact is as well, Hansi Flick, as Craig's saying, does he know his best team? He's picked 3 different right backs for the group stage games. That is not the actions of a guy who I think, okay, yeah, he definitely knows what teams he wants to be playing here. So I think that he needs to be playing into the hands of the guys who don't play for Bayern. And there's been a lot of talk about how he's such a good man manager, and how he has such close relations with the top players. I wonder whether it was too much, because I think that sometimes you can't have dessert for breakfast. You've got to be able to pick the players who are going to fit into that system the best, and not just pick, say, Ilkay Gundogan at a number 10 position where you need to be having Jamal Musiala there to get the best out of him for 3 games.
I have to remind everybody that Germany won today. And they lost against Japan. And I want to remind everybody that today Spain lost against Japan. So, yeah, you can be very critical to Germany. And I agree with Archie. I think he knows better the national team that we all do. But I have to go with Stevie. When I see Bayern Munich playing in Champions League, and you add to that Bayern Munich, Rudiger at the back, and Gundogan in the middle, they're going to win the Champions League. And so, therefore, I think they have a very strong team. So what doesn't work in the national team? I don't have the answer. I think Hansi Flick has to find how to make those players as efficient that they are for their clubs.
But there's a big drop-off. There's a big drop-off in terms of the quality of the rest of the Bayern team and what they're playing with at national team level. I think that's part of it. They don't have the one-man sweeping machine in Alphonso Davies at left-back, for example, who can zoom in. And you could see sometimes the reliance in the way that these players are expecting counter-attacks to be swept up as they were when Hansi Flick was at Bayern. But that's not the case. I think as well, on a Japanese level, it's quite amusing that the 4 goals that they've scored in this tournament to knock Germany out are all by players who are based in Germany right now. Ritsu Doan scoring twice, Awa Tanaka, who plays for Fortuna Düsseldorf in the 2nd division as well, and Asano, who plays for Bochum. So I think they're going to have some real fun when they go back to their clubs in January, saying, how did the World Cup go, lads?
So everything is because of Ram on the left side.
But it's interesting.
Actually, you could make an argument to say he's been their most consistent player in all the 3 games.
Who?
The left back.
Ram.
Yeah.
Archie, when he's saying, though, as well, we're crying out for number 9s. Yeah, of course.
I'm allowed to say something about Germany because it was one of my favorite teams getting into this. We are talking about that there's not enough quality on this team, and I think they are top in Europe. All of them, if you have a look, they are playing in all top leagues. I think that the only problem of this team has been the mentality. They come from a very big pressure after playing in 2 massive tournaments. Very, 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 to be honest, very bad. And when they arrived to this one, that pressure of trying to play, I think it was just too much. They thought that just playing a little bit, if you have a look to the players that they got from, it's just fantastic. There's a lot of quality on that team. But the mentality, the German team has been always a team that overrun every single team that he got in from. They just... the pressure, the intensity has been always very high. And you can see that from the first minute of this competition, they haven't been in that situation. And there are not many different players that we played before. And something that shocked me a lot once they finished the game, yes, Muller arrived to the press conference, doesn't even leave the stadium and says a farewell to the national team, says that, thank you very much for the support. This is my last game on this. I did everything. What is the mentality of a player who is thinking about retiring from the national team right after the whistle blows when you have to face the opponent? I think the mentality of this team is the one that has changed a lot, not the quality of the players.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.